Right. Well, hello everybody. We're on the second day of the main tournament now, and we've only got 6 players left in the losers side of the West Coast 8-ball Open. And there's only 8 people left in the tournament. And the first 2 matches we have today for a place in the top 6 and to get into the money, Steve Saxon versus Paul Dickinson, race to 9, and Ben Foster versus Nathan McMahon, race to 9. So the losers are out and the winners advance to the top 6. And the winners half have got Luke Foster versus Clint Kapler, and the winner of that will be straight into the final.
The winner of Steve Saxon and Paul Dickinson will play Matt Bolton, and the winner of Ben Foster and Nathan McMahon will play Ron Kelly.
And what's your tip for these 2 matches, John?
I think Ben will just get over the line against Nathan, and I'll say Steve Saxon will beat Dicko just.
Be a good one, won't it?
Yeah. Seeing as Steve Saxon's here on time this morning.
Well, that's always a good start. 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah. Ben won the toss over there and broke first.
Well, no, Paul's been out of the game for quite a while, but he's made a really good fist of the tournament so far. He can get a good start and get his confidence up here. It'll be
Had a really good win against Luke Anglesey.
good win, yeah. 9-5 against Luke last night to knock him out.
Yep.
Just played that nice.
Definitely going for the out here.
It's not totally straightforward, a little bit tricky, but he just needs to position that white nicely. And a good pot here. Not sure he's going to drop on. He's probably going to have to screw back,
Yeah.
John. So good shot required here.
He's got a bit of slight angle on the shot so he can get the white back off the cushion.
The yellow just below the black's a little bit tricky because he still needs to get on that last yellow. It might be going up the top corner, not in the middle. Bit of a tricky angle here.
You might knock it out, eh?
Well, he might have to, as long as he lands on something. You want to hit it full in the face. If you can leave the white where that yellow is, you'll be okay, I think. It's not bad.
It's a good shot.
It's worked out nice.
His only loss of the tournament's come to Clint Kapler.
Clint's on fire.
Clint is on fire.
It'll be a good match with him and Luke.
Beat yourself, beat me, beat Paul.
Yeah, I walked off that match feeling like I couldn't have done much more. I played really well, but he just played better. And
backs himself so much.
Whole match he was on. Played very well. Took a bit of a dip. Maybe a bit of nap.
Yeah. Looks like it rolled in, didn't it?
At least he's got the cover. So, can Sacco get outside these 2 reds for the opposite corner? I'm not sure. He's got a couple of balls there he can use, so I'd expect him to go for this.
Sacco beat Alan Brown last night, knocking him out.
Yeah, it's a good match. I think it was 9-7 in the end.
One of my Calcutta buys, Alan Brown was.
Oh, so you're out then?
I've bought Clint Kapler also.
Oh, you've got Clint. So you're a clever person, aren't you?
Yes.
That's not a bad buy. You didn't go for that much, did he? Was it 200 something?
150.
150.
For Clint Kapler.
Whiz.
And I got Alan Brown for 110.
Goodness me. That's the buy of the tournament.
Definitely.
So Matt Bolton went for 660, and he's still in there, but he's in the losers bracket.
Who bought him?
I think Mike Ballum's wife,
Okay.
Mayana.
Yep.
So, seen her. She's been watching him closely.
Probably spent so big on him because he polished you off on Friday night.
Yeah, well, that's great. You know, he, he played awesome. But when you come up against 2 or 3 really good players, like I think he had to beat Ben Foster,
Yeah.
and then he played Luke Foster, and you know, you got to play well all the time. And Luke's a fantastic player.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's a pretty open tournament.
Matty was 6-2 up on Luke. Luke come back and got him 11-9.
Gee whiz. He starts well, doesn't he, Matt? He was 7-0 up on Ben.
Yeah.
So I think Steve actually tried to develop those reads and didn't hit them. That's a good shot, that. Gee whiz.
That is a fantastic shot.
That's a very good shot.
I think that's Ben 1-0 up on the other table.
1-0, yeah. So how have you enjoyed the tournament, John?
Yeah, enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy Friday night too much, losing my money to Leith there, but I didn't play too badly.
Good warm up because you came out the next morning and beat Alan Brown.
Yeah, I think I played my final a bit early, beating Brownie 11-7, and then Clint polished me off 11-3, but the man's on fire. There's Deco just gone in off. He won't be happy about that.
Well, it was a big shot by Steve with the shot before. I guess unlucky from Paul, but always that risk when you're going around the table off cushions. And he needed a little bit of luck, and he got the bad luck.
Steve will have a bit of form after playing in the World Championships last month. I think he was vice captain of the team, wasn't he?
I think he was. I haven't got it here on the sheet, but pretty sure you're right about that. He's a pretty steady customer, Steve. He's pretty cool under the pump.
He was the captain of the WA state side. I'm pretty sure he was vice captain of the Australia side.
Yeah, I think you're right. But he's been over to England a few times. Loves travelling, play Q Sports, and he's no stranger to playing on a big stage. So
you would have played with him a lot of times, wouldn't you?
Yeah, over the years, played quite a few state teams with Steve. I only went to England a couple of times, and he wasn't in the team on those years, but I know he loves it. He's I don't know how old he is. How old is he? 40? No, he's still spring chicken. Got a good 10 years in him. Actually, I feel pretty old now, John, because we've got guys like Ben Foster who's only 18.
Yeah.
Luke Foster's only about 20.
Luke Anglissy's only 20.
Luke Hagglesey's 20. Clint's mid-20s. So we've got some really good youth coming through. I'm 33.
33.
And you're only 26.
Yeah, I'm 27 next month.
Well, it's good to see. Good to see these young guys coming through. International stars like yourself.
Simon Gray's only 21 or something as well. He's sitting 5th in the state trials this year.
Yeah, he's done real well. But you know, when you're that young, you've got that hunger, you've got that passion.
Fearless.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You really want it. You can really tell with some of these guys. They're really good cueists. And Ben is on the black to go 2-0 up.
I think it's a good effort by Dicko. I think Ben master broke the first one, and then Nathan come up dry, and Ben's potted out.
2-0 to Ben.
You got to pop balls off your breaks against the Foster boys.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of really good breaks, especially last night. A lot of really good breaks, but everyone's coming up dry, so not sure why that is. It's one of those things.
Think Sacco would finish this off.
Probably wanted a little bit more on that, but should be okay. Play a bit of a drag.
He's missed it.
Yeah, it was just that maybe a little bit careless on that second last red. Just wanted another foot just to make it a bit easier for him.
He's got lucky a bit with the leave.
Oh, we just had word it was the reflection that made him miss that pot. Bit of a distraction there for Steve.
In walks Adrian Lancaster.
Adrian the master.
It was a very hard shot there by Dicko.
Yeah, tough pot. No reflection there, Steve. Nicely on the black.
1-0 Steve. We'll just flick over to Nathan and Ben's game quickly.
Nathan's at the table this time. Let's see what he can do. Look on, if he's on the reds.
Yeah, I think this is his first shot of the game.
Yep. Nathan's a pretty good cueist and a good potter. He usually under normal circumstances he'd clean these up very easily.
Definitely.
So he'll feel a lot better when he gets his first frame.
He's in his first state team this year.
Yes, just saying last night he was a ex-blackball player back in Ireland. Played for the Irish team for about 8 years when he was a teenager, so he's got a lot of experience.
I think he just started to learn the rules the last couple of years, the world rules a bit more.
Yeah, he's taken a little while to adjust, but he's learning a lot more about the game now, the tactics.
Playing in the same Super League team as Sonny Lister's helped him.
Yes, the master. Master tactician.
Yeah. But yeah, now Nathan finished third in the state trials.
Yeah, I know he's super keen to go over to Darwin, up to Darwin for the Nationals in October. He'll love it. I think everyone loves their first Nationals. John, if you ever get the chance, you'll
Still a chance this year, hopefully.
finish 5th.
Nah, I finished 7th, but I'll go to the last chance next week.
Last chance qualifier, that's right.
Still 3 spots available, unless there's a wild card, which I don't think there will be.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
You've got the game to do it. Just running out of position a little bit here, making it a little bit tricky, but that angle looks pretty good on that red. So. Actually, looking at the actual table, it doesn't look that great. The screen looks better. Looks like a bit of a cut.
He's played it well.
That's a good shot. Good recovery. Ideally, he'll just want to come to the middle of the table. Probably from here, it looks like a top left, but he's going to screw.
Screw back off the cushion.
Yeah. Perfect.
Great shot. All pot out so far in this match.
And he's held it together very nicely.
Well done, Nathan.
Well done.
2-1 Ben Foster. Flick over to Dicko and Saxon's game again.
So as you can see there on the screen, we're at Miss Q's pool room down in Mandurah. So if anyone's around Perth or Mandurah that wants to come down for a look today, we'll be here all day. there's 8 people left in the main tournament, and we'll be having matches till about at least 8:30 tonight. The final's scheduled for around about 6:30, I believe. So come down and have a look. Support the game and the venue. Great venue to play at. Everyone loves the tables. So
also have the consolation plate starting at 1 o'clock.
800 for the winner.
Wouldn't complain at that.
No, shot Paul. And of course our major sponsor there, Mr. Billiards, and they supply pool tables, cues and accessories to Australia-wide. You can jump on their website and have a look at their range, mrbilliards.com.au.
Just recently bought over by Braden DeSenza.
Yes, a young man from Karratha, now living in Perth.
Used to play against him in Karratha.
Oh, you'd done well, wouldn't you?
Local comp up there.
Unbeatable in Karratha, weren't you, John?
Last season I was. Season before, not too much.
Getting better and better.
Saxon's just missed that and not quite running off. Bit of luck again there from Saxon.
Don't know if he can squeeze that red off the yellow. Get in underneath the other yellow near the pocket. Looks like that's the one he wants to play. The only other option is to maybe have a go. But risky. He's got to land good on that red. Looks like he's going to play that shot off the yellow.
Don't think that worked out too well.
Not the shot, I don't think. Didn't really put any type of pressure on him. He's still got that red's still dead, covered by the yellow.
Nathan just missed a double on the other table, letting Ben back to the table.
Even this is interesting, John. I think tucking up behind the yellow and snookering, just trying to get 2 shots would have been the go.
Yeah, he's covered the pocket, I think. Not well enough, but
no, it's on. But
yeah, definitely on.
Just tucking up and getting the snooker and getting 2 shots. Because now Paul has the opportunity to take this hole. So
he's played it well. He's played it too well.
But he's got a chance now. He can get in behind this red for his last shot. And it goes in both corners and it goes in the middle. So I'd be expecting him to go for this.
Yeah.
He can try and block the hole, but then all Sacco has to do is knock that yellow out. And he's in the same spot, so. He's got a lot of room to get underneath this red. If he doesn't land on a pocket, he can land on a double. So he's got plenty of space there. He should be able to get the angle.
Talking about people's ages before, even Dicko's only 41.
Yep, he's got quite a few years left in him. He's had a lot of years off.
He reckons he's back.
He is. He's loving the money comps and the money matches.
I haven't seen him play much.
Well done. He's gone for the cover, as you said. And he's actually left that nicely because I don't think Steve can knock it out from there. I don't think. Yes, he can. He's going to go for the cut. That's a good shot. That's all he could do. That's all he had to do. And now Dicko's in exactly the same spot as he was 1 shot ago. Just got to have a go now.
But he's went dead, but he's got that yellow over the pocket, which will help him. out here, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's an awkward red, but it's on in 3 pockets and a double, so he just needs to try and get underneath it. He's got the balls to do that. Might be doing it now.
Yeah. I think he's played it well. Bit hard.
Wanted to leave that red over the hole, so he's got a big pocket, and just hasn't quite landed on that top right corner.
You go up for the top left pocket now? Yeah?
Yeah, I think you probably have to. I mean, if you sit it over the hole, Steve's still got the awkward yellow, but he's got this ball over the hole as well, so it's not really dead. Might be playing a billiard shot. Red out in the open and pot the red over the hole. That's a bit unlucky. That's unlucky.
Really unlucky. It was a big shot though.
It's only a game of millimetres. If he catches that a little bit finer, he would have come out nicely.
Sacco.
Careless. This one kind of stood up on that shot, didn't he?
Reckless there by Saxon. Still back up to finish it, but that was very careless. Maybe the reflection again?
Could just be a few morning nerves, and once they settle, he'll settle.
You played in the state team with Dicko before?
2010 was Paul's last nationals in Adelaide at Empire, and yeah, Sacco was in the team.
WA doubles champion with Ron Kelly 2001-2002.
Yes, back in the day. Paul used to play for South Australia. In the late 90s. He played a few nationals for SA, and finished 4th in the overall stats in 1999. I think he topped the South Australian stats in that year. And then he came over to Perth in 2000, and then we started practicing together actually.
Yep.
And kind of pushed each other along and finished 1 and 2 in the state, and that was my first nationals that year. And he went away to Darwin and came runner-up in the doubles, the Australian doubles with Ben Badeau.
Yep.
And that was his last nationals for 9 years. So he had a really good break, but he's come back. Well, he's hit the ground running. He's in the last 8, and he hasn't touched a cue for 4 years. And before that, he hadn't touched a cue for about 7 or 8 years. So he's a talented player. He's got heart, so.
Does he live in Mandurah?
Very. He lives in Rockingham, so it's about 20 minutes away.
Dicko just broke and the white went in.
Ben Foster's got a 3-1 lead on Nathan. Nathan at the table. Not sure what he's on. He must be on reds, I think, unless he just broke, did he?
I'm not too sure. Yeah, he's on reds. Must have just got out of position. It's not a bad job.
Yeah, develop that red. Don't leave anything easy. That's all we can do sometimes.
Most things are easy.
If you've got nothing, then don't give them anything.
Yeah.
But this guy's a lovely cueist.
Must be in the Foster blood.
Yep, I think so. He's a very good snooker player, Ben. So his cueing's nice. And
Highest break of 103 in snooker. Asked him last night.
beautiful. 18 years of age, so he's got a lot of good pool and snooker ahead of him. Shows maturity for his age too. 7-0 down against Matt Bolton to come back to 9-all.
It's huge.
And then a bit unlucky, he came up with a dry break, and Matt finished off the last 2 with pot outs. But credit to Matt to respond as well. He's playing well. But to come back from 7-0 at that age, which shows a lot of character.
At the LP's comp earlier this year, he was 7-2 down to Rocky and come back and won 11-9.
Yeah, so he knows how to fight from behind, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's got a good practice partner back at home with his brother Luke.
Mm,
They've got a snooker table and a pool table at their house.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, the Foster brothers are a pair that are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the next few years. They already are. But I think Luke's he's won several Australian junior titles. He's gone away to the world titles, and I think he almost topped the averages. Just trying to find his stats. Third best percentage at the World Junior Championships, and he made the last 16 in the World Master Singles. And he was only 18 years of age when he did that. So
Captain of the Australian under-18s team.
yeah, it's a total of 6 state titles as a junior. 3 Australian titles as a junior. 3 times under 18 Australian team. So
2 times men's team.
and 2 state teams. So for someone that's 20 years old, he's done a lot. If he wants to keep going with it, he'll win the Australian singles one day, no doubt. The Open, that is.
Both of them aren't playing state this year, but both having the year off.
That's confirmed, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they must have their reasons.
I think they have their family wedding while it's on.
Okay. Well, they got their priorities sorted then. They can always play pool. They're still young. It's not going to hurt them.
When you're as good as them, you can pick and choose what years you want to play as well.
Well, that's right. They just rock up and do the business.
Yeah.
I've got Paul Dickinson. He's got one yellow left. You can't see the table, but he's on a double, and if he knocks it in, he's on the black because that's over the hole. So he's trying to get
getting
back to
himself
2-1.
in a bit of trouble the last few frames, Dicko. He's controlling the game and losing it.
Here it goes.
Missed it. Wasn't really close.
Missed on the close side.
Ben's left that on.
Half a chance here for Nathan. Sure needs to run that one down. If it goes in, then might not be the time to go for it here, but he's pretty attacking, Nathan. So we'll see what happens. Just a little bit awkward to get onto the black if you're not leaving one over the hole there. That's a good shot.
That's a great shot. Ben does have the thinking game as well, but both Foster boys very good at thinking.
Yeah. It's always good to have that to fall back on. You win a lot more frames when you've got both the tactics and the attacking side. Because you can't always attack, can you?
Still learning that.
Well, attacking's more fun, isn't it, John?
Yeah.
Well, if he can leave himself on this yellow on the rail and just run that down and take control of this pocket, he'll be in a pretty good spot as long as it turns out nicely for him. I think that's what he's going to do. Just needs to make sure he covers that red. And he's done it beautifully. Nathan can probably do the same thing here.
Just pot the yellow, or hit the yellow onto the red.
Maybe well, either way, but just if you can get the yellow onto the red and go around the angles and leave the white up the top. I think he just needs to leave the white up the top. As long as
I think he's just going to pot the yellow.
as long as he doesn't leave him a pot. That's a good shot. There we go.
Good shot.
Beautiful.
He's got not a bad thinking game now, Nathan. He used to have a really poor thinking game, but once Sonny got hold of him, it's definitely improved.
Yeah, just adjusting from black ball to the two shot.
Plus being Irish, it's hard for him to think.
Yeah, you'd expect a Scotsman to say that, wouldn't you? Do you give the English as much stick as you give the Irish?
A lot more. But since I got
works all three ways, is it?
Yeah, since I lost my money match to an Englishman, I've got to stay quiet about that this weekend.
Gonna redeem yourself.
Yeah. Steve Saxon gone 3-0 up. Dickinson being in control of every frame, but losing them.
Needs to get his first one on the board, and he might loosen up a bit. Yeah, at this level it hurts, doesn't it? When you don't take your chances, you
That's a poor shot by Ben
punished.
Foster. He's left Nathan on here. You try and cover this pocket, or you reckon you'll crack the yellow out?
Well, the black's a bit tricky, so if he attacks, he's going to have to learn. He has to land nicely on that last red, so maybe the cover would be the way to go. Just wait one more shot.
Steve Saxon breaks on the other table.
Just where that last red is, the one near the left rail, it's not easy to get back on the black.
Yeah,
He'd have to land pretty perfect.
It's not dead, but it's not alive. He's going for it. That's really unlucky.
Unlucky, but the way, I mean, he developed that black beautifully. You just need a little bit of luck. But
could be worse. Is it cut into the middle?
He might just be able to trickle behind this red and snooker him. He can't.
Doesn't cut into the middle. He's gonna have to either play a safety or go for a double.
Yeah. I don't even know if a double's on. He's just going to play it out and snooker him behind the black, I think.
He hasn't played it well. He pushed at it. I'll back Ben Foster to put out from here.
Yeah, the way he's queuing, you'd back him to knock this in. Good queuing required.
It's a good shot. He hasn't played that very well.
Yeah, it makes it a bit more tricky. Should be okay. He's going to just a bit of check on this and should be able to hold for the black.
Missed it. Missed it by a long way.
He didn't stay down on that one, did he? He kind of lifted his head up. He might have known he missed it as soon as he hit that one. Well, don't do anything fancy here. Just make sure you get a shot at that black, Nathan. Might just have to roll through. I'll be tipping Ben, yeah. But if this man gets going, the frames can be over pretty quickly. Perfect.
Good shot there, Ben.
Oh, Ben left him a nice angle, didn't he? Gee, that's nice. I think he'd be pretty happy with 3-2 here.
Yeah,
could be
especially
worse.
after playing that poor safety shot before.
Yep. Well done.
Nathan. Game on.
Yep.
Take a look at the table here.
What's he on there?
I think he must be on reds. Could be wrong, but
He's on the yellow, so
he's on
he's
yellows.
well.
I'm not too sure about that shot.
No, well, ideally you could just get that yellow anywhere away from that pack of reds, because Steve's got a couple of awkward ones down here.
I think he was really backing himself to get it a lot closer to the pocket.
Yeah, but a little bit difficult that shot. So you really just want to get that yellow away, out in the open.
Drag this frame on, not shot.
But now he's got that yellow covered, Steve can just knock his reds out like that.
Yeah. Steve's not a silly player, he knows.
Well, he's still got one there, Steve, but had that yellow not been tied up with those reds up the top corner, he wouldn't be able to do that.
Saxon got the all-round game.
Yeah, Saka knows what he's doing. He's been around a long time.
Very consistent.
Yeah, he's not just all out attack, Steve. He thinks his way through pretty well.
Dico just needs to relax a little bit. Nathan's broken, plotted off the break. It looks like he's got a clearance. I might just flick over to that, see if he clears it.
For a 3-0.
This is for a master break. You done a few master breaks this weekend, Ron?
I've done a few, yeah. Not
as many as you should have.
a few against Steve. I played probably my best match was against Steve Saxon, and I'm still trying to improve and get back into the swing of things, and it's going to take me quite a while, but feeling okay. The game's there, but the match fitness isn't. So
it's different practicing by yourself and playing actual competition pool, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're trying to play, at least one match a week or every couple of weeks against some of the good players and try and get that match fitness up. But tournaments like this is really good for that, and you get to play under the pump all the time, and once your queuing can stand up under the pressure, you're travelling well. So it just takes a while.
What's your plan for comps? What comps are you going to be playing?
Well, this should be an annual event now, and the LPQ's Open we have in April. That's like an Anzac Day comp, same time as Big Guns. So one of those two tournaments a year. Plus this one, the Federation is supposed to be organising a Perth Open as well.
Similar to this?
Similar to the LPQ, so it goes over the whole weekend. I don't think it's going to happen this year, but next year. So that's 3 major tournaments in WA.
Yeah.
As opposed to the 0 that we had a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And without giving too much away, I might have something else in the pipeline that could be bigger than all of them put together. So
sounds exciting.
I won't say too much, but don't stop playing, John.
And you playing state singles as well. Seen you there on Saturday as you knocked me out.
Yes, we had a good match, didn't we?
Yeah,
quarterfinals.
Both played quite well, actually.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match, that one. Enjoyed that. I was lucky enough to get over the line.
You did get a bit of luck, didn't you?
Yeah, a bit of luck in the 5-2 victory. Yep. You make it sound like it was 5-4, but that's okay.
Yeah, I've been telling everyone it was 5-4.
So yeah, I got to play Vince Lawson in the final.
He was playing very well on Saturday.
Yes, there's another guy that's been around a long time, very experienced, plays his snooker, and
haven't seen much of him apart from Saturday, and he was playing very well. Knocked over Kieran McCrory, Jimmy Searcy, Carl Williams, Lee Thayer.
And then Lee, yeah. So looking forward to that one.
They're all one-sided apart from Kieran McCrory. He just got over 5-4.
Wow.
Kieran was up 4-2.
Wow.
Good player, Kieran.
He fought back. Yes, Kieran. Have you noticed that every shot Kieran plays, he plays with side. Does he still play like that?
Yeah, and he
His
uses
side every shot.
a 7mm tip,
Gee whiz.
tiny tip. Broken his cue twice.
Does he
Because
break with his cue?
Nah,
No.
breaks with an 8mm tip.
Okay.
And plays with a 7. He's trying for the stateside this year.
How's he gone? Is he finished in a position where he can get in
He's
there?
sitting 4th in the medals. That's his best chance with 2 weeks to go in Super League.
Okay, so he's in there with a sniff. Well, so Ben's on the yellows. He's I don't think he might be looking at covering this black, but it's a pretty awkward shot. You have to be dead weight.
I think there's a gap there, eh?
He hits it too hard. The yellow's straight in. He's developing. Well, if you can get on the other side of this black and knock the black onto the yellow and pot the red and leave a difficult pot for Nathan, that might be the go. I just don't think you can get there. Or could he just pot the red now? Pot the red now and leave the white in the corner. Makes it difficult, but maybe not difficult enough. So he's...
It's not a good shot.
Well, they had to do something, and
That wasn't it.
they put no pressure on Nathan at all. So what I mean, if he had just potted the red, if that black doesn't pass through past that yellow, then it's tough. If he doesn't pot the red on the first shot, or even if he doesn't leave it over the hole or in a good pottable position, he's favourite.
I just roll this up. In or over. He's hit that a bit hard. That was a silly shot.
Just have to pot it, didn't he? Or leave it in or over.
Yeah, and he's a bit of Russian blood to the head there by Nathan, I think.
So Steve Saxon's got 2 shots in the red balls. He's
Bit tied up in the top pocket, but
yeah. Well, if there's ever a time he's got to play this shot, it'd be now for Ben Foster. Won't be potting too many of his balls. Just put that black onto the yellow and pot the red. And if Nathan doesn't pot that one down the rail, it's Ben's favourite.
he's playing a safe, isn't it?
I think he's trying to get 2 shots. He wants to knock that yellow out. He doesn't want to. He doesn't feel like playing that tactical, that tactical play.
I'd be rolling the yellow up to the red here, putting the red over the pocket and killing the yellow. What about you?
Say that again.
I'd be rolling his yellow onto the red. No,
Over the hole.
I think he's not wanting to give 2 away. He's just gonna.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a great shot.
Nathan can do this all day long, as long as he doesn't give away 2 shots.
Yeah.
But obviously Ben's not thinking about putting the black onto the yellow or anything like that, because there's no way he can do it now. Well, he should. He should pot this ball over the middle. Pot the yellow over the middle. Put the black onto the yellow, onto the red. Leave Nathan with no pot.
He'd have to go for a hard double.
It's the shot.
I don't think he wants to play it. I would have
He
played it
doesn't want.
earlier.
He doesn't want to play it. Maybe just can't see it. But it's the ability to recognise how you can turn the tables and put the pressure back on the other guy, and he's just not putting any pressure on him. He's blocked the hole for the black, but
Yeah. Nathan can just roll this other red up to the top pocket now, I think. Eh? Oh, he's looking at just nudging. Interesting. Reckless. That's what Ben wanted.
looks like Steve's got a chance to go 4-0 up here.
I think Nathan played a very silly shot just before. Ben's got 2 shots here. He might try and crack this yellow out now.
He's got 2, has he?
Yeah, he's got 2. Ben, I don't know why Nathan played that shot.
Well, this is what he was waiting for.
Yeah.
So I assume he's going to crack that yellow out. This is to go 4-0 up for Steve.
4-0 Steve Saxon on another table.
Well, he's got the yellow out, but not in a good spot.
Bit of a scrappy game this one. Match.
I think Ben's thinking go hard or go home. He's gonna go for this. Probably try and double that yellow and
Gonna try and crack that yellow off the cushion. Yeah, he's went for it.
well,
He's clipped the black closer.
it hasn't done him any favours.
No.
No one. So his thought process on that tactical side probably wasn't the best, but he's still young.
A lot younger than you, Ron.
15 years younger. Thanks for reminding me, John.
He's tying it up again.
That's not a bad shot.
I think he might be trying to get that yellow in between the black and red to play the shot that we've been saying all along.
Well, he really needs to get this out in the open, because if Ben does click on, he'll put that yellow onto the red.
That's an okay shot by Nathan, but
Good shot. He had to get it out in the open. If he leaves it dead, then Ben can just put that yellow onto the red and leave him a hard pot. So he's done well. He might be doing it. Albeit at the wrong time, but he's done it. So he's left him a...
all Nathan needs to do is pot this long red.
I don't know if that black can go in off the jaw, off the yellow. If it does, then Nathan's favourite for sure. But
Nathan will back himself to pot this red. Definitely.
I'm glad Ben played that shot. He
3 shots too late he played that shot.
it could have been more difficult for Nathan, but
Nathan's missed it.
it's turned out nicely for Ben.
I think even if he pots this red, I think he'll be able to sneak the black in behind the yellow, eh?
Difficult to see. Maybe not. Looking at the table.
Dicko's just broken another table, potted a yellow off the brick. Really needs to get a score on the board.
Come on, Dicko. Well, he has to put his red. What he does after that, I'm not sure. I don't know what angle he's got there. If he can get anywhere down here.
Oh, look at this.
It's a bit unlucky.
It's ambitious.
It's almost a very good shot.
Won't be happy at himself. 2 long shots in a row, Nathan's hit far too hard. All you have to do is get it in or over.
Yeah, well, even if he had rolled that red over the hole, he would have had a lot easier. Could have perhaps got a better position on the black to do something else, but leaving himself on the rail doesn't go down well. So 4-2.
4-2 Ben.
And Paul is looks like a well-weighted shot. Oh, left a gap, I think.
It's not a bad lead, but Saxon on reds.
Yeah, there's no easy starter there. Mm.
Bit of a poor shot.
Wouldn't be happy with that one. They're all on there.
Jarred at that shot a little bit.
Be there for the taking.
He shakes his head. Maybe the reflection.
There's reflections everywhere here.
Yeah.
See, Rocky's got a reflection over there. He always carries a mirror with him in his back pocket and a comb.
Yeah. Puffs out his chest. Looks fantastic, just ask him.
I think he brushes his chest hair as well.
I'm pretty sure he does. I knocked Rocky out
He's
the
landed
state
on.
singles on Saturday.
You did.
Felt good as he was wearing a
5-4 in
pink
the first
shirt.
round.
5-4 in the first round.
Oh, that's a good
I was
win.
never going to lose to a guy in a pink shirt, to be honest.
Well, you wouldn't want to, would you?
No.
Oh,
Dick was just snickering himself.
he just jabbed at it a bit. He was halfway. He was probably in two minds there. Do I roll it through and leave myself under this red, or do I stun out and finish above it? And he's gone halfway.
He's getting a bit flustered.
It's like a
because he
stun
hasn't
run
got a score
through.
on the board.
Yeah, well, every frame that he loses is going to be hard to get that first one. He just needs to get that first one and then settle. And it'll get a little bit easier for him, but he's under the pump. Yes, he hasn't left himself good at all. It's even hard to get out of the snooker from here.
He's going to have to come across, leave that yellow over the pocket. It's a big hit.
Oh,
It's a
look at
great
this.
shot.
My goodness. Was it red? Is it yellow one?
Yep.
It would have been on the yellow just too.
Yeah, touch a swerve, you'd get that.
But
You'd still be happy
he's
with
done
that.
well there. He's put the pressure back on Steve. 2 balls
Still
over
in
the
the
hole.
box seat, Dicko, for this round, I'd say. Maybe.
Well, I think Steve will be looking to get 2. And looks like he can snooker here.
It'd
So.
have to be a good snooker, but with 2 yellows over pockets.
But if he leaves the white where that red is, there's no easy escape, I don't think, because there's reds in his path. That's what he's done. That's a good shot. So yeah, he's got 2 yellows over the hole, but I don't know how easy it is to get out of that.
You have to maybe top rail with a lot of sides for the middle, or depends. There's nowhere he can really hide.
Well, the only other option is to touch right up on that red.
Yep.
Make him waste a shot. Depends how confident he is in his escape ability.
I think you'd try and get out of this, wouldn't you, Ron? Top cushion with side?
Possibly, but it's probably a low percentage shot. It's not easy. You got to put the right amount of side on it. He could try and hit the one down the bottom corner, but there's that risk that he'll going off as well. So he's just got to weigh it up.
He's gone off the 2 cushions. Across. No, he's not. He's played a safety. It's not great.
The only problem with that is he's put that red in a bad spot, hasn't he? He can kick his yellow out now. 2 shots, no pressure on Steve. Really just needed to touch up on that red, make him waste a shot if he wasn't going to get out of the snooker.
He's pushed that red across, but he's got that big gap there down the bottom pocket where his yellow is. Saxon will definitely back himself to go out here.
Yeah, well, if he clears that yellow, it'll make it twice as easy. We'll be looking to get on that pretty soon. Looks like he's got angle now to get on that red.
It's a good shot.
Yep, just nicely on it.
Crack the yellow out of the way. Maybe.
Yep,
Still
is
got
he
two
going to go
shots.
cushion first or yellow first? Well, they'll both work out. Cushion first, probably easy
Cushion
one.
first, yeah. Even if he doesn't knock this out of the way, he's still got two shots.
He's
So.
still got a shot to clear up. Yeah.
It's a great shot. Yeah, it's a good shot.
It's worked out well.
He didn't want that. Still backing him to finish it, but it's harder now.
It's not all free flying for Steve at the moment. He's
Jarring a couple of shots.
making it a little bit difficult for himself, but still expect him to finish this one off. So another chance gone begging for Dicko.
Every frame sort of takes control of it and coughs up somehow. Maybe kicking himself over that one, snickering himself. On a relatively easy finish. Well done, Sacco. 5-0, Sacco.
5-0 to Steve. And on the other table, it's still 4-2 to Ben.
Yep.
Over Nathan McMahon.
I think Nathan's on reds. Could be wrong.
Well, Nathan's on yellows. He's pretty happy. I think he is he? He'd probably rather be on yellows at this point.
I thought he was on reds, to be honest, but I might be wrong.
So that means he's got two shots?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You definitely want to be on reds then.
I might be wrong.
I think you're right, John. And
Yeah, he's
not.
got two shots.
I don't know what happened before that, but not sure why Ben played that shot
The
then.
white was touching the bottom cushion and touching the red, so Ben's pushed the black over to cover the pocket, but he's still got two shots here. Still should be a finish, unless he snickers himself.
It's an interesting one.
Double this back into the bottom left-hand pocket.
Just needs good touch.
It's a good shot.
Left himself a little awkward.
Nailed it.
Well done. Bridging over a ball under the pump. 5-2 or 4-3 potentially. Well, he still would have been in a good spot had he missed it, but his cueing's held up very nicely.
Good close games.
Yeah, 4-3, you'd be happy with that. So,
Let's see if Dicko can get on the board here. He's still back in Dicko?
if he wins the next three,
Oh, he's...
but nothing's happening for him. So,
Yeah, it does turn, but sometimes.
but he's the type of player that won't give up. He will stick it out to the end
Yeah.
and try and make it as hard as possible for Steve. So it's hard to see him switching on, but he's going to hang in there. no matter what, he's done well to make the last 8.
Definitely.
But a 6-0 lead isn't insurmountable in a race to 9, so...
Definitely not. Look at Ben Foster and Matt Bolton.
Exactly. One frame at a time.
Nathan just dry broke over another table.
Still got 2 here, Steve.
Oh, sorry, I think the white went in actually off his break. Yeah, it did. Ben's at the table.
Might be looking to use these 2 shots here, Sacco. Could just clip off the red and play it back in the corner, or...
Top pocket or middle?
He's got 2. He,
He's gone for the middle.
he's got that yellow there for a big pocket.
Yeah. He played that like that on purpose, I think.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Didn't actually go for the pot.
Worked out nice.
Should be 6-0 to Sacco.
Well, Paul has to dig deep here.
6-0 Sacco. Another error from Paul.
Every frame will get harder and harder, but there's probably going to come a point where he's just going to relax because he's so far behind too.
Yeah, he'll rattle off 5 in a row.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
He hasn't master broke yet, and he's usually rattles a few master breaks in. I played him on Thursday night. He broke 4 times and done 3 master breaks.
That's what he does. He's got the game. He's but as we say, he's almost got no match fitness,
Yeah,
not
right.
playing so much at all over the last few years.
There'll be no master break here as he's come up dry. That's Paul Dickinson's dry break. Saxon's at the table.
Actually, can we go back to that one? So we'll leave Steve there. 4-3 to Ben over there. He's on the yellows.
A lot tighter game this one.
And one good shot here. It's just he's running into a little bit of traffic there with the reds. As long as he doesn't get an unlucky kiss. Get back him to pot it and cues the ball very nicely.
Talking about ages again, Nathan McMahon's only 29. A lot of young players.
Seems like everyone's under 30 except for me.
Yeah, I was just about to say that actually.
And he's hit that red half ball and landed in no man's land.
Rocky Hammond's only 29. He must have had a hard paper round back in the day. He looks a bit older than that.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he smacked in the double at the top corner. Probably the right shot, but probably more rolling at the dead weight would have been the way to go. If you can get it over that bag, would have put a bit more pressure on Nathan. But now Nathan can sort of try and get 2 shots, yeah?
Yeah.
You missed that shot, John, but he smacked the double up the top left. He perhaps should have just rolled it up there and tried to get it over the hole. Put a bit more pressure on Nathan.
Played a safety, it's quite easy to get out of.
Nathan will be hoping that this lands somewhere dead.
Oh, he's,
Or that.
he's rushed that shot. He went straight to the table and played the shot, didn't take his time whatsoever.
Yeah, you're dead right.
That's what Nathan wanted, 2
He's
shots.
picking off one of his hard ones. If this goes in, he'll
He's nailed it.
that's a great shot. There you go. probably have a crack here. A little bit awkward down there in the right corner. Still has to work that out. If he can work it out and get 2 shots on his last red, you'd back him in.
Definitely go for it. Even if you mess up, there's still quite a lot to hide behind if you.
It's a little bit tricky down here.
Is that a straight plan?
I don't think. I don't think so. It's hard to see with the angle. I don't know if it's going to the cushion or if it's a straight plant. But
pretty close.
I think he's having a look at this double. Let's have a look at the double here.
It's got the double, I think. It's a good
Money
double.
ball. Well done. Probably be hitting this half ball, John, to bring that top red out a little bit.
I think you can pot this bottom one.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just to bring it out.
Still got 2. Shot.
It's a good tight match at the moment. Should go 4-all.
Like we said before, Nathan's in the state team, but he's also joint 3rd, I think, in the medals in Super League.
Yeah, he's having a good year.
He misses the finals of Super League, but as he's going over back to Ireland for a wedding. Sonny Lister's spewing.
Missing one of his star players.
Yeah.
Well, he's held it together.
Who did you used to play for, Ron?
I used to play for the Beaches.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I spent most of my Super League years there. I started off with the Wanneroo Tavern with guys like, you probably wouldn't know him, John, Kelvin Lee, Dom Cozzoletto, Steve Hale, you know.
Yeah, you know Dom.
Oh yeah, you know Dom. Murray Wilson. Who else is in that team? Andy Breen,
Ah, yeah.
the cue maker, you know Andy.
I played in the same team as Andy and Caratha.
Yeah. He's made the only 2 pool cues I've ever used, so I'm still using one of his Oz cues. Makes a nice cue.
He was a great pool cue maker.
He was. Shame he's not making them anymore. I'd get him to make me another one. Exactly the same as the one I've got now, but he's still playing up there?
Yep.
Andy? Yep.
The only thing I didn't win last year was the top 12 elite comp in Caratha. Andy beat me in the final, 10-8.
He spoilt the party, did he?
He did, yeah. He was 7-2 up, and I brought it back to 8-all from 7-2, and he got me 10-8.
Oh. So you've got that fighting ability as well, John?
Yeah. Because I'm young, you know?
You're young, no fear.
Yeah, no, he's a good player, Andy. One of the best thinking games that I've come across. His potting isn't the best in the world, but when he ties you up, he's so good at thinking.
Yeah, a lot of the guys that, especially playing the old rules, they could play a lot more tactics. They had to, really.
Yeah.
And so the guys that have been around a long time, especially players like Avellino and then Sonny, really good tactical background, but can be harder to apply those tactics to the current game as well, because that's why they changed the rules.
I never knew these rules until 2 years ago. I started playing them. Cost me about $5,000 playing Jimmy Cersei and Dave Collingridge for money up there learning the rules.
So it's a good expensive lesson.
Yeah.
At least you got something out of it for your money.
I think I financed Jimmy's kid through school and paid for Dave Collingridge's wedding.
That was nice of him. Just like Paul Dickinson, he paid for my new back lawn a few years ago.
Yeah.
Played him on the snooker table a few times and took a few hundred off him, so appreciate that, Paul. But let's see if you can get your first frame here, mate.
yesterday when Kepler beat you. I think he really wanted to get you after you beating him in that money match a few weeks ago.
Yeah, well, he came out firing. There was none of that fear in Clint that you sometimes see. Sometimes he's a little bit, he tightens up a bit and jumps up on his shots and stuff, but there's none of that last night. He was
It's a good shot, Medical.
he was there to play, and he was in the groove. And if he plays like that against Luke,
I don't think anyone would have beat him last night the way
he's
he
a
played
good shot.
against you.
No, yeah, I'm really happy to be on the receiving end of that. I thought I played well, but I just wasn't good enough. He didn't give me much of a chance.
You gonna have another one of them money matches like you done against Clint?
Yeah, for sure. Are we playing the money tournaments and money matches?
Who's your next victim?
I was going to ask you, John, if you want to have a match.
Luke's got all my money, mate.
I'm not sure. I'll put it out there.
Maybe I'll look faster. Get him to come down.
Yeah, or you might come down. Maybe I'll have to work my way up to Luke. He's cured pretty well as well.
You gotta pick your opponent smartly.
Well, look, I'll take anyone on. I'm happy to fork out if I lose. It's all part of getting match fit again.
Nathan will give you a game.
It's all part of the journey.
He's looking for someone to play.
I've played him a couple of times, $50 in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I've got him twice. So
maybe he won't play you now.
he'll still play though. He enjoys the match. But we only live a few minutes away from each other, so it's pretty handy.
I was going to, Kieran McCrory challenged me, but gonna have to save up my pennies first now, since Lee beat me.
$1,000 match, I believe.
Yeah.
September, is it? October?
Yeah, I haven't set a date yet, but it'll happen. Should be a good game. Played each other last week, he got me 11-9.
Nice and tight. Well, it's good. It's generated a lot of interest here in WA.
Yeah.
Players coming out of the woodwork.
Maybe you'll have to have a rematch with Matty Bolton.
Sorry, we didn't update you on that last one. Nathan's 5-4 up. I've broken into a bit of a rhythm here, Nathan. Ben seemed to be cueing the ball really well. It's just a couple of decision-making errors, I think.
When the game's tied up, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a little bit loose. But from here, it's probably 50-50.
I'll still back Ben. You play the winner of Ben and Nathan, Ron?
Yeah, I've got the winner of this. I'll be signing off in a couple of minutes, I think. Relax a bit.
And the winner of Steve and Dicko goes to Matty Bolton.
That's right.
Saxon's missed that.
Alright, Paul. There's nothing easy here, though.
Yeah, cut that into the middle, maybe. He just has to get a pot away here and he should be alright. What do you do here, Ron? Cut that in the middle?
Yeah, I think you don't have much choice. Either the middle or the top, but either way it has to be a good shot. He might be going for a plant. I just didn't think it was on from here. That might be.
Not even close. Be arguing with himself in his head now, Dicko. 7-0 Steve Saxon, nobody would have predicted this.
Are we trying to spur himself on in his head, but won't be
Getting
feeling that great. Yes. Well, Nathan got a chance to go 6-4. Should have a perfect angle here for the last yellow. Just to drop down for the black in the right corner.
Yep.
Oh, it goes in the left corner. He might be leaving that to last. Go on over the middle.
Could be 6-4. Ben Foster was 4-2 up.
Nathan's done well here.
Finding his groove. Steve Saxon breaking on the other table. 7-0 up. He's come up dry. Chance for Dickel.
Oh no.
But nerves kicking
Anywhere
in
but
from
there.
Nathan. Nathan realising he might be 6-4 off. I think a bit of nerves kicked in.
Yeah, he might have been thinking about it. He's still going to have a shot at the black, but it should have been a lot easier.
I think he's just going to stroke this in. Yeah, he's just going to stroke it in and leave himself a long black.
Yeah, you just got to give yourself a shot at it if you've only got a hampered bridge, but should have been down near his middle pocket, but that's okay.
I'll say he'll miss this black.
Well, if he gets it, he'll be relieved, to say the least.
He'll be angry at himself about the position. I'll say he'll miss it. I've been wrong once before, but he's missed it by a mile. And potted the red. Some would say I'm a genius.
You didn't tell me the red was going in though.
That was a surprise. This will be 5-all when Ben clears this. Nathan will be really angry at himself.
Probably like to see a stun shot on that black. Just back yourself for the pot. Don't worry about the black sort of sitting over the hole. Just make sure you get the pot.
Yeah, get the pot with a bit of screw in the weight. Get
Just,
it over the weight.
you know, playing those medium pace shots.
Yeah.
Even if the white just moves a little bit over the course of the journey,
Yeah.
you're going to miss. When you're playing a stun, it'll go dead straight wherever you hit it.
Yeah.
Well, unless of course you put some unintentional side on it, but
Happens every now and then. Nice cueing by Ben. This will be 5-all.
And a let off. What a let off.
Massive let off. Nathan will be really dark on himself.
He just needs to not let that affect him too much.
This is probably the biggest downfall of his game. He does let things get to his head. Ben's break on the other table.
Well, Steve's going for 8-0. That's good. But, if you pull Dickinson now, you're just hoping for a chance. If you can get one chance in every frame, you've got a chance to win that frame, so that's all we can hope for.
Ben's potted off the break on another table, just like he's done.
We'll go back to that other table after this frame, I think.
That's a good shot by Saxon.
Red.
Nothing easy here.
Just going to roll forward, pot this and roll forward.
Just difficult with the white so close to the red. Just going to make sure he doesn't double hit.
Okay.
It's not a bad result. Pretty good shot.
He's not happy with something.
Not an easy pot, but if he drops it, the white ball should just naturally come down here. Maybe a touch aside, but should be coming down here nicely. A little bit of left on it, but hit it thick.
He got the position perfect, but he's missed the pot.
Now, Paul, you've got an opportunity here to play a really good snooker. If you can just get that 2 shots and take some pressure off himself once he gets that first black. Try and break into a bit of a stride, but he'll be looking for the 2, I think.
Straight away?
I think so, right now. got a chance to tuck up behind these two yellows, so.
It's not as easy as it looks, I don't think. It's a good shot.
That's all right.
It's a very good shot.
Well, you know, if yeah, you get two shots, or if Steve hits the red, he'll just be hoping, Paul will be hoping it goes dead, and if it can just go dead, then it takes a bit of pressure off him.
Yeah, he needs a bit of pressure off him.
But if he gets out of snooker and knocks it over the hole, it's it's going to make it a lot more difficult for Paul.
Reckon he'll definitely try and get out of the snooker? He won't just roll up?
He may do. He's going up the top corner, I think.
Is he not flying up?
Doesn't look like that's one, does it?
No.
Must be. He's going the safe option. Well,
Just move the white a millimetre there. Two shots.
I assume he hasn't left him anything potable.
Nah, I don't think so. It's probably the right shot that Saxon played there, really looking at
It's
it.
like he's playing a plant.
A bit risky.
Well, he's got the two. If he can get that near the pocket.
Oh,
dear.
It's way too risky. I don't know why you'd play that. Would you play that?
You probably don't have to, as you say. You just eliminate all that risk.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Especially far too risky.
Murphy's Law, is it? What can go wrong will go wrong,
Yeah.
especially when you're 7-0 down. Thank you.
Saxon snookered himself on the black.
What'd you say?
There's a total snooker here. He's got two shots still.
Wow.
He potted the long red and cannoned into the yellow, which is a bit unlucky really.
First point of order to hit the black.
Still got two shots, called total
Oh
snooker.
no, he hasn't even made it.
He's missed it.
He's
That's
drifted.
a bit of a reckless shot though. Not reckless, but a bit sloppy.
Well, you'd have to play a little bit harder than that, would you? You don't want to land right on the black.
Yeah, but even his angle was wrong. You back yourself to hit the black, that's for sure.
You got to hit the black first. All right, Paul. This is it.
This is your chance, Paul. That's a very good shot.
Yeah, nice shot. He would have loved one of those to go in. But
He's so back in the pot
just
up
got to
here.
hold it. Yeah, just got to hold it together for the last few. He's only got that one awkward one really. Over on the right-hand side, but it does go in the middle. Just needs to work it out.
He's going to play snooker here.
Going for another two. He's obviously,
Doubting himself.
yeah, he just wants that release a bit of pressure. He's
Steve
trying
Saxon
it.
could pot this black bit.
Yeah, I think the snooker could have been a bit better than that.
Yeah.
Between the rail and the yellow.
He's obviously doubting himself a little bit in his mind because of the scoreline.
Understandable.
Definitely have a look at straight across the table and pot the black in the middle. Big shot, but
Chances are he won't, but you know, when you give your opponent that chance, there's always that risk. You are giving him a chance to
he'd
hit the
definitely
ball
say
and
he'll
pot
hit
it.
the black. He'd say that he'll go close to the partner, but he might not pot it, but she's
This
going.
has to be a better escape than last time.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a good effort.
Okay.
Very risky from Paul though.
Well,
Stayed
yeah,
in the same position as what he was in.
there was no real value in that unless he laid a really good snooker.
Yeah, you're in the same position as what he was in.
Exactly. So there's comes a time we just got to say, let's go for it.
Unless you play a really good snooker.
Which is right now. I mean, there's no safe option here. You just got to try and back yourself in no matter how you're feeling.
He's not backing himself, but that's the problem. You can see it. He's not confident as he usually is at the table.
And you know what it's like out there when you're feeling like that. It's
You can't put a ball.
everything just seems difficult.
Q weighs a ton.
Yeah, you can't see the shots clearly. You're unsure. You're double guessing yourself.
No matter what way you go, it's the wrong way.
Yeah, and you end up in funny spots.
It's a horrible game, really, isn't it?
It can be. Can be. Do you think he's in a frame of mind where he's looking at actually developing this yellow?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to put it in
I
the.
think that's the shot he just played to give himself angle here to develop the yellow.
Just wants to make it as easy as possible for himself.
Leaving that other yellow over the bag to get position for it. Oh.
Once again, though, when you do things that you don't have to do, there's that element of risk.
Yeah.
And usually when you're not playing well, you seem to get the unlucky kisses and the unlucky positions.
That's right.
But when you're playing really well, you seem to get the luck. So.
That's exactly right.
But
Are you trying to say that you get a lot of luck?
Yeah.
Because you're playing well?
I did. I was playing well against Steve and I had a bit of luck. But that's the way it goes. Oh, that's a great shot. He's massive loads just come off his shoulders.
It's gone way too far there. Still an easy fault, but it's still not good positioning. He'll take it back. Well done, Dicko.
Yeah, and that's how hard it is. You know?
7-1.
The easy things just get that much more difficult.
Rocky's,
well done, Paul.
Rocky's here cheering Paul on as Rocky bought Dicko in the Calcutta.
Yes, I think they bought. I think Rocky bought himself as well, didn't he?
Yeah, for $250.
And he bowed out. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a bidding war, wasn't it?
Yeah,
100, 110, and then Rocky said 250.
Yeah.
Shut up.
He puffed out his chest and said 250.
He probably got himself $100 cheaper, but
Loves wasting money, Rocky.
Yeah,
loves it.
He does.
For one, buying himself.
Well, the great man himself is going to come on the commentary now. I'm going to have a bit of a relax before my match, so I'm going to leave you, John, with Rocky Hammond. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Good luck, Ron.
Thank you.
Rocky's with me now. Ron's off to relax and have a bit of a practice before his game.
Good morning, people. Hope you're all enjoying this match at the minute. Yeah, just been watching a little bit of it, and yeah, the score's not really reflecting what's happened here. Just had a quick chat with Dicko there and see how he's feeling. He says he feels like he's curing really well, just not connecting them together. But yeah, he just promised me that he's gonna try his hardest. So.
Yeah, Dicko's been in control of most of them frames and coughed them up somehow to accept him.
Yeah. Nah, some mistakes made by both of them really. Like I say, the score doesn't really reflect it. But
Ben was trying to hang that ball out.
Still got an out here though.
Yeah.
All the balls go in he pots that one. Yeah, Ben should still get out on this one, I'd say.
Nathan's done very well because Ben was 4-2 up.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, to come back. So there's 1-4 on the spin. Yeah, what are these are races to 9, aren't they?
Yeah, both of them are races to 9. Yep. The winner of this plays Ron Kelly. The winner of the other one plays Matt Bolton.
Oh, yeah. Big shot this one. Played it beautiful.
a good shot by Ben.
Did straight on the black.
This should be 6-all. Well done, Ben. 6-all
6
game 1.
apiece.
We'll just flick over to the other game now.
This is Dicko queuing up.
Dicko's on yellows.
Yeah, it's a pretty ballsy shot by Dicko there. But yeah, with Steve having 2 dead balls, or 1 dead ball in a row, I guess it was a good idea to go for it.
Yeah, Dicko just needs another shot, really, doesn't he? His balls are out and open.
So I've got a dumb question. Who
Yeah.
actually owns Mr. Billiards?
Paul Hawthorne owned it and Braden DeSenza bought it about 6 weeks ago.
Ah, right. Mr. Hawthorne.
Yeah, he is now retired.
Paul's retired.
Yes. Braden DeSenza, who I used to play in the comp in Karratha against, he bought it and moved to Perth.
Oh, yeah.
Took over about 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, good on him. So I know who to go to see to get at the snooker table then.
Yeah.
Man, gonna hopefully get one in the next 10 weeks.
Yeah. You got space in your place for snooker table?
Yeah, I've built my house 2-story upstairs, had it beefed up to take the weight.
Ah, yeah, cool.
There's plenty of room up there, I've got a pool tablet up there at the minute. Yeah, might be getting rid of that.
Yep.
Which Darren Ross gave to me actually. Won it at Country Week last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave it to me. Just said, yeah, it's on loan, so to speak, needs to go to a good home. But yeah, no, I'd like to get a snooker table. Had one in Cowan. Did you hear the story about that one?
Yeah, I heard the story, yeah.
Buddy Rob Hinkfus
yeah.
drove down from
Karratha.
Karratha on Christmas Eve with his wife and 2 kids, and I got the table disassembled, and Hawthorns drove up Christmas Eve as well, and dismantled the table, and we've loaded it all on, and his drove back Christmas Eve. Paul has back to Perth. Rob stayed in the hotel with his wife, and we had Christmas dinner at the Tower in Kalgoorlie, and then they've drove back on Boxing Day all the way back to Karratha. If that ain't dedication, I don't know what is. But I do feel sorry for his wife and kids, eh? That's a Christmas they'll never forget.
He's got his games room set up now. Good. I used to play against Rob Hinklis and Jimmy Searcy every Friday night at Rob's house. He's got a snooker table and a netball table in his games room. Done a $380,000 extension on his house for it.
Jesus,
It's a big extension.
that's what my house cost to build.
Karratha rates, mate.
I know, I thought Kalgoorlie was good.
But he started practicing again. He wants to get back into snooker and stuff. So.
Anyway, what have we got back on the game here?
Dicko and yellows.
Yes, Dicko gets one more shot off Steve. If Steve doesn't disturb any more balls, he's got a good chance of an easy out here. But Steve, on the other hand, depending on what he does here, he's played that great.
It's not an easy out by Steve here, but it's not impossible.
He's got to play the one down there.
Crack the red
Yeah,
off the rail.
He's got to play the 2 reds onto the right. Pop that and screw back to just bump the other red off. If he wants to go out for the out.
Or leave it for the double.
Could just roll it in, make sure of the pot, and then no, you couldn't. If you're gonna put it down and screw out, you might as well just
Crack it out.
Yeah, he's not doing it.
Be better form if that yellow wasn't over the middle bag, but
Yeah. Don't know whether that cannon's.
straight.
He can't. I was just having a look whether he could play the plant on the reds to sneak in past the yellow in the middle, but I don't think it goes. Oh, it's playing double now.
Must be straight.
Yeah. Played that nice.
Well done.
And I think that red goes past the
Yellow
in the middle. It's not easy though, it's not a give me. He's got a cannon at near on full ball.
Yeah, let it roll forward.
Yeah, and then drop. There's not, well, looking from here, there's not enough gap there to just sneak it past it. So he's going to have to run through with this. And then even doing that, you've got to be a little bit careful the yellow doesn't get up the top rail.
Nathan and Ben just having a bit of a break at 6-all.
Smoker's corner.
Yep.
I wouldn't know what that's about.
He's talking about Nathan, not Ben, in case Ben's mum's listening.
Yeah, Ben wasn't smoking, Mum. Swear.
But you did go for that red in the middle and he messed it up. He cracked the yellow out, but the red didn't go in.
Yeah, no, I see that. That's what I was saying about him. He had to play at full ball to get it in.
I don't think
but
I
he
would have
called
played it. I would have went this one.
Well, the thing with playing what he'd done is he should have. The way he played it was fine, but he should have screwed the white back down to the bottom.
Yeah.
So safety
It's harder
with your shot.
now, yeah.
But
Dicko's got a chance here, but
yeah, definitely. It's obviously his hardest one's the yellow bottom side of the middle. He's played that pretty good.
EQ's funny with his thumb. He puts a cue under his thumb. Dicko does. Yeah,
Oh, I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah, there's a few shots. Not like
Oh, is that
when
off
it's
the
on
rail?
thing, yeah.
Oh, I do the same.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, some people, they'll hook it underneath
Yeah,
the
that's
index
what I do,
finger
yeah.
or your thumb. There's two different ways of doing it. Some people hook it underneath both. Now here's one for you. Ever seen a player play with your index finger and your middle finger and bridge the cue on the knuckles?
Nah.
Yeah, two people back home in England have seen them play
Good
like
players?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them's a chick. Go figure. Yeah, Deco, if he can pop the one near the black, he can go off the bottom rail with a touch of right hand side and kick the yellow out on the side rail. And if he does that, he should still be on the one in the top right bag.
If he can get, win this frame, two frames in a row, it'll be a bit of a booster for him.
Yeah, sticks him, within 5 then. He's actually queuing very well. But yeah, it's just he's not connecting the dots.
Yeah, that's right.
No, by the way he was talking, he's seeing it, but he just can't connect it.
It'll come. Well, it's first to 9. He needs to be here now. That's a good shot. That'll be coming.
Ah, beautiful.
Well done, Dicko.
Could have done with another ball's length, but yeah. This is an easy shot.
In walks Luke Anglesey, who Dicko knocked out last night. One of the favourites for the comp. Dicko polished him off 9-5.
Yeah, Dicko was playing exceptionally well yesterday. For someone who's just come out of retirement and has been practicing for 4 to 6 weeks. Not even that, I don't think. It's pretty impressive to do what he's done here yesterday and even now.
Yeah, I was saying to Ron that my team played him on Thursday night here, and he had 4 breaks and done 3 master breaks off them in the comp.
Yeah. It's pretty good going.
Yeah.
Big shot on the top bag here. He's missed it. But kind of got a little bit of safety with the red over near the middle there, but I'm pretty sure player Stevens' calibre will get around after that.
He's a very good player, isn't he? Definitely going to stand on top.
Yeah, he was trying to find the gap there, I think, to go back up after that red.
It was good of Steve to get here on time this morning, unlike yesterday.
Yeah.
His opponent Simon had a 1-0 head start because Steve was half an hour late. Steve still polished him off.
Yeah, I was just chatting to Alan Brown earlier about the making a rule for being late.
Yeah.
Like back home on the UK Pro Tour, it was used to set a time.
Yeah.
So obviously your 9:30 start.
Steve Saxon's just gone in off. The luck's turning for Dicko. He's had a few chances now.
Dicko pods out here, just to give him a big confidence booster. All he's got to do is take his time. Yeah.
What was the rule back home?
Yeah, like I say, it's a 9:30 start. They give you 10 minutes grace.
Yeah.
After 10 minutes of you being called out, if you don't rock up to the table, they get a timer and stick it on the table. Every 10 minutes you're not there, you lose a frame, and it runs out all the way through. So say we play a race to 9.
Yeah.
it'd be an hour and a half,
Yeah,
which is quicker than most matches. So,
that's fair enough. You
but
shouldn't be late to have a big comp.
yeah, but I mean, it's like we were saying, people pay all that money to play in this tournament.
Yeah.
You know, there could be genuine reason why
Yeah.
they're late. You know, they rock up, they could be 5-0 down
Yeah.
and still win. I've seen it happen on tour a lot. But you know, we need, like Adam said, we've got to make some sort of rule.
Yeah.
So you know, in place.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're
Like that. Just a prime example was Sacco yesterday. You know.
yeah, if
Like,
you're half an hour late, you're 3-0 down when you come.
Yeah,
yeah.
he only got 1-0
Yeah,
down.
1-0
So,
from half an hour late. Yeah.
but if we're going to set it, you've got to be very strict with it.
Yeah.
Duco queuing down with 2 shots on the black.
They might
Just
put
going to
that
roll
rule.
this in.
They might put that rule in for next year.
Yeah.
Nice by Dicko. 7-2.
Very nice
Saxon won't be happy with himself after that. He grabs a cigarette and out he goes. There's a bad end off there by Saxon. 6-all here.
Nathan and Benjamin. I wonder where his actual name is. Benjamin?
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's what you'll call him from now on?
Yes, I will. Just like instead of people calling me Rocky, they tend to call me James, thinking it's going to wind me up. But if they think they're going to get me with that, they don't know me too well. Yeah, this tournament, these guys are organised. Obviously, Alan's organised, but Ron Kelly's put a lot of work into this too.
Yep.
Yeah, phenomenally good
A
how
little
these
bit by
boys
Adrian as well, I think.
No, it's good how they've put this, you know, in the calendar, and there's other stuff in the pipe work.
Yeah.
And yeah, Paul here in WA is going to be pretty big in the next 2 years, hopefully.
Ron was saying that the WA Federation are going to run something very similar to this, similar to the LP's comp. That's
Yeah.
going to be a state comp sort of thing, run by the Federation. That's going to happen in the next years as well.
Yeah, no, it'd be good if they do. Gives everyone a meaning to play. We haven't had that here yet.
There should be 3 or 4 major events for every year then, with the LPs, the Federation one.
No, it'd be good. And so it's brought Dicko out of retirement, and it's like me. I haven't played pool for the last year.
Yeah.
I've been picking a queue up, playing Tuesday nights, and not even practicing, and not really caring too much.
Yeah.
But now they've got all these tournaments, you know, they're worth practicing for and starting to play. It's got me hungry again.
Bringing a lot of good players back out.
Yeah, it is.
Ron Kelly.
And that's saying something. If Ron's coming back out, he said he wouldn't play anymore.
Yeah.
So did Dicko. But they're back.
Yeah. So they're basically, what we're trying to say is they're liars.
Pretty much. I wouldn't believe a word that Dicko says.
Yeah.
Dicko is just a fib. But Ron, you'd probably say a white lie.
Yeah.
Pardon him. Yeah, what we got here? So Nathan's at the tables on yellows. This isn't an easy out if he's thinking of going for it. Not easy at all. I don't know what he's going to be doing here.
He's just going to put this in or over.
Yeah, he's rolling it.
Lucky go either.
Yeah, not the best of shots, but
not a great shot, but
Ben
definitely wanted it more over the bag than that.
Yeah, Ben's got one dead around, one dead on the side there. He's got no easy pot either to get a start, but maybe he could play the red closest to the yellow on the bottom rail there, bump that out and leave the white tight on the bottom rail, which looks like that's what he's now going to do.
Either that or he's cutting it across.
Nah, just bump it out. That's a great shot. So he's forcing him to play that. I think he's left the gap between the reds up the yellow to get to yellow up top there. But
you reckon he'll pot this and go up the table, or you reckon he'll just knock this over the pocket more?
I dare say he'll just play it over the pocket, but then in saying that, if he does, he's going to leave Ben the opportunity to play a cannon onto the red in the corner, knock the red off the side rail.
Yeah.
Which is just...
He's just knocked that in over the pocket there.
Yeah, so Ben's no real chance to play a cannon.
Probably the right shot, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I'll be doing, because you play a yellow up top, then he can sneak that red on the far right, down the bottom here, past his yellow, and even cover the bag too.
Steve Saxon's just broken another table, come up dry, Dicko's at the table.
Come on, Dicko. Oops, my life.
Yeah, you can
Go
say that.
Dicko.
You can say that.
We all love Dicko. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Ben does here. He's thinking pretty hard about it. My preferred shot would be play the cannon onto the red in the corner
Yep.
and stun run through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then knock the red off the rail up top there.
Yeah.
Because you develop that, you got a chance at mount, because obviously 2 of the reds go into the bottom
Yeah.
left corner, and the other red, you can still use that for bottom left. You've got the
Yeah.
middle, you got the top bag.
Yeah.
Might even sneak past that yellow into the left middle, which is what is actually eyeing up now. Was he?
Must go. Oh no, he's
Ah,
killing the yellow.
good shot. Very good.
Good thinking there, Ben. Foster boys have got the all-round game. Good thinking and great potting out.
Yeah, they are an all-round. Got a very good all-round game. That's not a bad shot.
That's quite a good shot. He's
Right.
left the gap for the dead red to come in behind the yellow now.
Yeah, he could
but
get on it, but he's got to get up there after it.
He hasn't got an easy pot to start here.
Yeah, and it's not really easy. Maybe he just kiss off the. I reckon here you best off just kissing off the dead red and run wide up, then play that red down into this bottom corner. He's not even doing that. Oh, maybe he can get that off. Oh yeah, cover the top bag, follow through, then play the other red down here. That's a great shot.
He's nailed
That's
that.
a super shot. Didn't even see that.
He'll crack this yellow out the way here. Off cushion yellow and in.
Yeah, oh, for sure. He won't powerhouse it, but probably put a good 60% into it.
Yeah.
He might even stun and hold on the hold on that yellow near the black there. Oh, that's not what he wanted.
Still got 2, but
So there, he should have queued through the ball
yeah.
and played it off the cushion, guaranteeing to knock it out the way. And he could have held off the yellow, just brushed past. Now he's got a.
That's a good shot.
That's a real good shot.
Still got another shot. I think he'll back himself here and go for the middle pocket shot.
Well, yeah, I think.
Either that or pot the red over the pocket.
I think your better option is to play the red over the pocket and screw back below the 2, and then play them both into that bottom left corner. Either that or he just covers the bag. Guarantee,
Yeah.
sort of guarantee the game. Well, there's no guarantees as we know,
Unless
but
Nathan
put him
could-
favourite.
Nathan could double the yellow over onto his other yellow, but I think he'll still go for the pot out here, Ben.
Yeah,
He's too good at potting out not to, sort of thing.
yeah, he's going for it by the looks of it. So he wants to screw below the reds.
Oh, he's going for the middle again.
Oh yeah.
He just wanted that white over a little bit more.
Yeah, it's not easy. If he's straight on it, he's alright, but it looks like there's a bit of an angle there.
If you're queuing and potting well, I suppose you back yourself here.
Yeah, well, you can just cue through the ball, screw it back gently, guarantee the pot, and play the other red in the same pocket. Depending on what sort of angle he's got. That's a great shot. That's a beautiful shot. Now you can cue through into the middle and then play the black in the opposite middle.
Such a good cure. Both of him and Luke Foster.
Yeah, just looking at that, it's got a slight angle, so he'll be landing a foot below the middle pocket with the white.
Great cue. It's a great shot by Ben. It's a good out.
Big black to go 7-6 up.
7-6 to Ben. We'll just flick over to the other game where Steve Saxon's on yellows.
Ooh, just caught the draw there.
Dicko covered, missed the last red and covered the pocket. I'd say Sack was going to try and pot out here.
Yeah, he's got a pretty easy out. Just got to watch when he plays the cannon up top
Yeah,
that
that's right.
the red doesn't. I mean, the yellow doesn't go dead. Obviously, he's got to follow the white over with it onto the top side rail. Actually, how does the top side rail work? That's not even a rail, is it?
Top side rail.
Yeah, that's. Don't know what I'm saying there. I think that's the JD's still kicking in from last night.
Not to worry, the bar opens
This
in
is
20 minutes, mate.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. It's a big shot for Steve, and he's played that very well. Maybe not. I take that back.
Almost really well.
Tell you what, I reckon that table needs a brush out because I played on it yesterday and it was rolling very slow. It needs a brush and a nap every sort of 6 matches, really. Cued through that nice. He
Take a very
doesn't want
good
it dead
shot.
straight if it bounces a little. He's got a little angle, not much to work with, but he should be podding this.
A lot of top. Come off the cushion and
A
out.
lot of top left. A lot of top left. Missable this.
That's a great shot.
It's a little bounce.
It's a very good shot.
Just off a straight.
Who knocked you out yesterday, Rocky?
Oh, some mug. I can't remember.
Some woman.
Yeah, I think her last name was Lancaster.
Ah,
You know, it's like the big aeroplane.
that old lady Adrian Lancaster.
Yeah, that's a game. I don't want to talk about it.
I'll bring it up again shortly then. That was close, wasn't it? Tight. It was close, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. I was 4-0 up and Kieran well outclassed him totally. And then he had a couple of frames where he spanked a couple of balls about and got lucky
Ah, yeah.
and got underneath my skin and yeah, lost my head a little. But
You had a really good win against Mark Carroll, but I think it was 5-all, and didn't you get him 9-6?
yes, might be 9-5 actually.
It was 5-all. and you
Yeah,
knocked him
he went 3-0 up on me.
He's a potting machine, isn't he?
Yeah. Once I got going and queuing well, I was good, but you know, I feel good now anyway. A lot better than I did before. Can we just quickly switch back to Dicko's game? Just this break, Dicko's just broken, and he's potted a red, and the white's come down and rattled over the pocket, and the black's just come down right on top of it. I don't think he's got a shot. If he's got a shot on reds, he'd be alright, but
And that is the luck Dicko's been getting today.
yeah. And there's not really too much safety here he can play. I'm just gonna have to find out. Hang on. Steve. Yeah, we just asked Steve Saxon. He's not snookered. He has a shot on reds. So obviously he's nominated in reds. That's yeah. Lucky there by Dicko.
Dicko's laughing at himself.
This can see the humour in it. He's enjoying it. That's the main thing. Do you know it's great when you're down like this and you can still have a smile on your face and enjoy the game. Good to see it. Good to see Dicko back.
He's done very well to be in the final 8.
Yeah, oh, amazing, mate. But his Dicko's a very good curious. He puts 150% into his game and everything he does, and that's why when he left last time and gave up the game, and he actually gave his cue away to Adam Brown, and which he had actually asked him back for the other week. But yeah, Paul puts 110% in his game, and he lost his head a little bit time back, and because he wasn't getting the results after all the hours he was putting in, and
which happens sometimes.
Yeah, so that's why he left last time, which is understandable.
He's got to be happy with top 8 finish, right?
Yeah, he'll be buzzing after this weekend, same as all of us. And even Ron Kelly as well, coming back, you know, one's playing great, considering he hasn't been practicing.
He said that he doesn't reckon he played a bad shot against Clint Kepler and he got spanked 11-6 because Clint was playing so well. He said that
I watched the game. I was watching it in between me and Adrian. Played real good.
8-6 Ben Foster.
Ben's mum will be proud. Oh, good bounce off the cushion there. Jeez, where's his out? Steve's going. Steve's got 2 shots though. Does he still have 2?
I'm not sure.
He does? Yeah, Steve's still got 2 shots here. So he's got to drop this in and kick the 2 out somehow.
Simon Gray's just walked in. Lee Thair's just walked in.
Oh, big miss by Sacco there. He wanted that in.
Sacco's going to have to use his other shot now. Paul Dickinson's still in this frame.
That's I don't think Steve would have seen that, but that red, the yellow I mean, second one up, that actually goes across into the corner bag. Yeah, he's got to watch the candle on that, it doesn't put it onto the black.
They've got Squeeze that yellow in behind the black out. Knock the black out and take the pocket.
I think that's in there a little bit more than what it looks like he can, but I think that'll be hitting the jaw and bouncing straight back onto it. Could get the double kiss and pot the black. How many times have you done that? It's annoying, eh? Being 8-2 up, he wouldn't want to be doing that. Well, he can afford to, but
You want to close this game out. He
Yeah.
knows how good Dicko is.
yeah, he'd be wanting to just seal the deal and saying good night, sweetheart.
You can pop this yellow in that back where the red is and crack the other yellow out. Maybe.
But then there's a chance of the can onto the black. That's what he's
Yeah.
worried about. But he's going to go for it by the looks of it.
Ah, he's
it's
missed
a pretty bad shot.
Pretty poor shot there by Saka.
So now he's got
He
two.
shakes his head.
Now he's got two dead yellows and Saka's in the joint.
He aggressively grabs his towel so he wipes his cue.
Fitting his chewy. Oh, I just saw his dummy on the floor. I'll be back in a sec. I'll go pick it up. No, I'll be pretty annoyed with myself for that too. Yeah, nice cone by Dicko there.
Dicko should go out here.
Yeah. He'll be looking for it. Just, definitely should punish that one.
Ben Foster on the table on the other game. If he wins this one, he's through to play Ron Kelly, which would be a cracking match.
God, it's cold in here, isn't it?
A little bit.
I'm gonna put my hoodie on. Will this work with a hoodie?
Yeah.
We're in-house. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna copy me?
Yeah. With a copy rocket. This is cool.
The hoodie commentators.
Means it's
So
only
what you're trying to say is that I done it first and made it look rap, hip hop and
means that nobody else can see us.
exactly. Who are the commentators? Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone said it all weekend, but thanks to Dan flying over and doing this. Said it the other day, amazing setup what he's got. And obviously as you can tell with the live stream and everything, obviously depending on if you got good Wi-Fi connection, the picture's bloody perfect. Lovely.
Yeah.
I've never seen it as good as this.
Got my dad and sister watching at home who said it's been perfect all weekend.
Oh yeah, 'cause you're from Scotland, eh?
Yeah.
Bloody Scots.
Sweaty jocks.
Actually, yeah, what's that all about? Bloody, you want to be unionised and have your own country. You're
Yeah.
part of England,
They're
the motherland.
voting now.
I know. What's
I'm
happening with that?
I've
The,
got no idea. I'm Australian.
the Irish done it first. No, you guys. What's wrong
What do
with
you mean,
Poms?
mate? Us guys,
You
I'm
know?
Australian.
Well, no, where was you born?
Inverness.
Well, there you go then. You're Scottish. I was born in Cambridge, Bury St Edmunds. It's almost as if no one likes the Poms. We invented this game, so why, come on, give us a break.
You think you should be better at it since you invented it?
Well, true, And Brownie, he's actually a Pom.
Yeah, no. He's
Yeah, Alan
shocking
Brown.
Weekend. He lost to John Barkley 11-7 in the first round.
Yeah, it was quite fun earlier. We stood around the table. We've got Nathan McMean there, and obviously yourself and me. And I just stood there and I'm thinking, Scotsman or Englishman? Scotsman and Irishman. I can feel a joke coming along here.
Pretty
you know-
confident will be a poor
Do you
goal.
know what the joke was? The
What?
Scotsman and the Irishman. Because I ain't.
Oh dear.
He's Dicko queuing up for his last red. Plays it well. Good queuing, Dicko.
Classic Rocky joke there. Plenty more to come. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Feed me JD. The bar's opening soon.
Yeah. We're getting warmed up. Well done, Dicko.
Good shot, Dicko.
Got pretty lucky there with a couple of bad Steve Saxon shots, but he'll take it. Keeps himself in the game. And
Oh,
Foster at the
I
table.
like this little setup with the commentary, and
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Everyone just jumps on how to bash at it. I like it.
We're the best at it, but
Oh yeah.
without a doubt.
Hey Dan, do they do much of this
Look at this
over
first
East?
shot. Good shot, Ben.
Do they do all this over East much?
Yeah.
So like WA, we're like catching on and wait a while, and you know, scenario. Why are we behind so much? I know we're isolated. Ben,
Ben's winning
Jeremy
8-6.
Gordon Whitaker's just come and asked who's up on Nathan McMahon and Ben Foster, and the score's right in front of him. He forgot his glasses.
No one can see it now.
Gordon Whitaker, one of the most dedicated snooker players in WA.
And
Can't see
oldest.
for shit, but somehow he can play snooker and pool at an exceptional level.
There's no need to be nasty, mate.
We don't know any other way.
Yeah, what's this? 6-8. That's yeah, Nathan's
Matty Bolton's in the house
got
now.
a-
He's on the table practicing, waiting to see the
Mr. Bolton.
winner of Steve Saxon and Dickinson.
That's a nice shot by Nathan. Yeah, Nathan's not going easy out here, really. Needs it to keep in.
A lot of pressure on him too, with Ben Foster being on the hill. Just got informed that Steve Ducamp has won the $1,000 for best intermediate player. He had a good weekend. He knocked me out of the competition, 9-6.
Who's that? Steve who?
Steve Ducamp.
Never heard of him. Who's that?
He plays for Byford in First Division.
Oh, is that in Byford? Way out in the sticks. No wonder.
We just got a message in from Steve Ducamp saying who let the jock on the mic.
What's that?
Referring to me.
Oh, is this? Who let the jock on the mic? The jock.
That's me.
Oh, is that your nickname?
No, just because I'm Scottish, I'm a jock.
Ah,
of
of course.
Sweaty jock.
That's alright, all we can do is call me a pom and I'm used to that. Sweaty jock, that's really insulting.
I know.
I'm going to bank that one,
So
I
glad
like it.
so glad
Sweaty jock, what
so
do they
glad
call the
I'm
Irish?
Aussie.
No, they call poms. Oh yeah.
The Irish are leprechauns.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Because we've got to, how do we put a gold?
Yeah. Top of the morning to you.
Yeah, here's Nathan queuing up. Got to just roll this in and play the red in the opposite. Oh no, it's going through.
Pot confident.
Good shot.
Let's put a wee bit of pressure back on Ben if he finishes this.
Yeah, Nathan's got one of those weird cue actions where he cues it up and just bang. Does it a bit similar to Luke Anglesey.
Yeah.
Just cue it up, get the arc, pull back,
I was
let it
saying
go.
to Ron, his thinking game used to be pretty poor, but he's plays
here
in the
we
same,
go. This
plays in the same
is
super team
Sacco
as Sonny
for the-
Lister now.
Sacco for the game.
He's got a good game.
And he puts
Sacco
it.
finishes off 9-3.
Well done,
Steve
Sacco.
Saxon will play Matty Bolton in the next round, the quarterfinals.
Lucky to Paul Dickinson there. He is smiling, he's happy. He'll be happy he's got this far. And yeah, there'll be more to come from Paul.
Definitely.
He's going to be playing hard, practicing a lot. So.
Definitely a big booster finishing Luke Anglesey 9-5. That's
Oh yeah,
massive.
that was huge. But don't forget, it's like with Paul, it's like myself, and most summer players. In the morning you're cold, especially as cold as what it is in here, but I mean cold on the table.
Yeah.
And throughout the day you get better and better and better. But if you can battle through the morning and get to the afternoon,
Yeah.
you excel your game, which is good.
Well done, Steve Saxon.
So what's happening over with Nathan and Ben? Going out for a break.
So if
And
anyone,
what's Ben 8-7 up? Where are we? Oh
Nathan,
yeah,
Nathan's
it's
just about
right
to
in
break.
front of me. Duh.
8-7 to Ben, Nathan's just about to break. Just for anyone that didn't hear, Steve Ducamp won the $1,000 as best intermediate player.
Yeah, that's pretty good going, isn't it? Well, you have to point him out to me because I've never met him.
He's English lad.
Is he? Another pom.
He's
I
about-
hate poms.
He's about 51 or something.
51.
Mark Carroll's best friend.
Did he play in the Masters then, just recent?
He went into the Masters. Yeah.
How did he roll?
He finished like 10th, but it was only 4 frames from like 3rd, so
Oh, okay.
he's sitting 6th in the state trials, like for men's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he can play then?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he can play.
Ben
Hmm.
Foster gave him a touch up first round, 11-3 I think it was, and then Steve got on a bit of a roll. Who did he beat after that? He beat Dave Fallon, beat myself, beat Mike Ballum, and then Nathan touched him up before I went home last night.
Back to the game. What we got here? Nathan and Ben. It's not just a split, say.
Ben will definitely want to win this one.
It's a foul.
It's two shots.
Yes, 2 shots from here. He hasn't got a clear pot, obviously.
He's on yellows.
If that yellow will go past the black into the middle will be good for him. He can go straight through the gap. I think he's looking at the in-off in the middle. Is there one? No.
Luke
He's
Foster's
safe.
in the
There's no
house
in-off
now.
in the middle.
Luke Foster's on the practice table, getting ready for his big game against Clint. Both still have a double chance. Clint Kepler's in the house now, as we just mentioned his name.
Clint, that was a phenomenal game. He played against Ron yesterday.
Yeah, Clint's definitely the man in form,
Yeah, it's just
but today's a different day.
true. Hot and cold you can be. No, your name's Mr. Kelly. Mr. Consistent.
Luke Foster was 6-2 down to Matty Bolton and 111
Did he? 6-2
down.
Yeah, he did actually.
111 down.
It's pretty good going.
Played the shot of the tournament when Matty had 2 yellows over the bottom pocket and black touching it here, the white here. So, so there's another yellow here. There's no way of him getting it out.
Oh,
Come
is that when he double kissed it? Come across it, winning that bag there.
Come across here, hit the black mat in there.
Is that what he done?
Yeah.
Did he actually play it?
Yeah, he had 2 shots, so he just tried to get it out. Because there was no way he could get it out without putting the yellow apart from going over here. So here, hit it, went straight into 1 shot.
Sick. Let's actually do a prize or a trophy for the shot of the tournament, something like that.
Well, you've got the replays here. Can you bring that shot from Luke Foster for yesterday?
Yeah, I was actually, excuse me, sorry. Late night of alcohol. Yeah, I was on the table beside when it happened, and I heard the whole house get pulled down.
It was huge. It was a huge shot by Matt Bolton to leave it there because he gave him 2 shots by taking the pocket pot on his red and leaving the black and white on that same rail.
No way of getting
It's
it out.
huge.
Yeah, that'd been a big confidence booster for him.
It's a good double urban nation.
What's he going to do?
It's all a bit compacted in the middle of the table.
Yeah, he's got a chance to play the bottom red here and split him out. Maybe he's going to
sees
roll and
something
stack,
else.
double it and leave it right on top. It's not a bad shot.
It's a good leave.
See now, if he gets another pop of the ball, he can get on. If Ben leaves him a shot, he can go out from here to get back to 8-0. Off subject, you got any paracetamol? I have got a stinking headache.
I think I do actually. I've got some
Elvis has left the building. Yeah, Ben's got some awkward Q&A to go over the top. Very awkward Q&A. And here comes Gordon Whittaker in the house. Good morning, Gordon.
Good morning, Rocky.
How you going, buddy?
Tough match here, mate.
Ben just played a great shot, leaving him one shot on the bottom red. Gordon's phone's now ringing. Gordon has left the building. Big shot here for Nath. He didn't want to do that. He's got it. I think he wanted to just play that and catch it a bit thicker. He'll be covering the pocket here for sure. He's played that very well. Very nice place. Ben under pressure. Paracetamol. Hey, could you give me a glass of water too? Oh, come on, I've got to take my hoodie off, I've got to take the mic off.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Didn't want to know that. That's a very good shot by knife there. You can see this one being a bit tactical. You can slip those yellows in. Good shot by Ben. Yeah, going back to Mr. Billiards again. If you ever need any pool equipment, tables, snooker tables, pool cues, yeah, they sell a lot at mrbilliards.com.au. That's a very good shot there by Nathan to make sure that bag's covered. Very, very good shot. That's put Ben in a lot of trouble. Ben's got to try and find a way of covering that bag again and getting that black on top of it somehow later down the track in this frame. He's played a good shot there. We've got Nathan in the total, but he'll just be running off the bottom rail and going into the cluster of two, didn't he? Good shot. Ben's got to get that yellow inside of that red now and get that bag really covered. And he's just bide his time and hope that Nathan doesn't pop too many reds and try and get a black over there as soon as possible. Yeah, good shot.
It's me back after getting my mate Rocky some paracetamol and some water, because that's the kind of guy I am.
Thank you kindly, sir. I'm going to pop a pill.
He's far too grumpy without paracetamol. I had to, for the good of everyone.
Grumpy, you say? Rocky and grumpy does not get used in the same sentence. Shot by Ben there.
It's a short shot first I had.
This could be a big shot here. He's going to play the double on the black over the pocket. Huge shot. Oh, I didn't want that.
Got a double kiss.
But it's kind of safe. I think you'll find Nathan to be getting that black out of there and screwing into his two reds too.
What, Nathan on reds?
Nathan's on reds, yeah. He might be. Yeah, he's going to play the cannon, get one of the reds out and knock the other red up. Good shot. Very good shot. Nathan's going to get that black tied up and away from that pocket now. Count the bag.
Nathan's safety thinking side of the game's come on heaps since he started playing with Sonny Lister. Same Super League team as Sonny Lister.
Yeah, see now Nathan's got two bags covered, or two balls over pockets ready to go for the kill. He'll be looking at playing.
Ben will pot the red here.
Yeah, good shot. See what Nathan would like is to have that. We'd like to leave the red over the top barrel there, over the top pocket. Had that one down here, and then depending on where Ben left him, to play off that loose red to cannon into the two yellows down here. But that's a very good shot there.
Yeah.
See his.
I think I would have potted that at my last two reds and just started knocking his yellows down now.
No, you don't really want to, because you need to. He wants literally Nathan to get on the game. Yeah, I think he's trying to leave balls over pockets and leave a loose red to play off of that. When the black's out and he opened it all on, he'd want to play a loose red and cannon into the two yellows to pop the red
when he's
there.
got two shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he'd be up to. Even with one shot,
Yeah.
he can still do it. But what he doesn't want is Ben to get that black over that pocket. Ben is desperate.
Just got a message from Marchie saying you're such a suck up getting Panadol and water for Rocky.
In a word of a Londoner, you could always say, take your tongue out of my fatty hole, boy. Oh, you're choking on that. Come on, I'm not that funny. Now Ben's got to be careful what he does here. He doesn't want to leave Nathan with a chance of cannoning off a red and playing onto the yellows down there. Obviously that would be a Matty Bolton shot.
Yeah.
I've seen Matt, when in a situation, Matt's always looking for that shot. Being a billiard player, it's a billiard shot.
It's not something I'm familiar with, billiards. Like, I've always been around pool my whole life, but I've hardly
impressive game.
ever seen billiards.
Yeah, billiards is a very impressive game. Well, I don't really know too much about it. I've seen it played.
You don't see much back home, either.
No, billiards is a dead game in England, Scotland and Ireland.
Yeah. Like, I've heard about it, but just never see it. But Matt's the main man at it, and he's
Mr. Billiards of Australia.
He's very well known all around the world for it, I think. He's where is it?
Yeah, the boys back home in England know him very well.
Yeah.
A couple of my mates.
And at snooker, he's one of WA's best snooker players. 12 times Australian billiard champion. 12 times Australian billiard champion.
That's massive. He's 35 too. So
2 times world billiards runner-up.
that's huge. That's going to be one that he'll be after. He'll be hungry for that.
He won't
After his current form,
He won't
what he's
mind
been doing.
retiring after that, if he gets that.
He'll be chasing that for sure. He'll be going for that next year. What was it this year? When is that coming up?
Well, he's runner-up world billiards runner-up 2011, 2012. So this year, he won the Australian this year.
But when is that tournament coming up? Is that this year?
I don't
next
know.
year?
I've only seen him play snooker recently. He's won a few things this year in snooker.
Yeah, he'll be hungry for that one. Get that one underneath his belt. Got very impressive for Paul. So Nathan's covering up. Ben's got 2 shots here. Ben's got 2 shots. He's got a chance now. If he could play that yellow on the side rail, he should be. Has he got 1 or 2? That's a good shot there, Ben. See, Ben wants to be getting on that black and getting that black over on the hole.
Yeah.
Where the yellows are, it's red. That's a lovely game.
Yeah, definitely. Or even one of the other reds.
Yeah, see now, what he wants to do now is play the yellow down the bottom here and glance off it and leave the white over the right. So he can see the 2 reds past the black, but he can't pot them. And hopefully he plays them and leaves the white up there so he can then play the black down to these yellows. That'd be the ideal. He would want. I'll be leaving that yellow over the pocket there, unless he's going to play it and run up for the black and play the shot.
Yeah, I think he is.
He's queuing it. I'd say he's queuing it pretty aggressive in first set.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
I'd be doing that and leave the white over. That's it. That's the shot to play. That's it. Put him under pressure now. He's got to play the reds now.
And leave it.
Oh, he's going to do it now. He knows what he's up to. Yeah, Nathan's not stupid. See, Ben's running out of time now. He wants to be.
I think Ben will double this yellow, get the white up the other end of the table, and then play the black shot.
He's got to. He's got to do it now. He cover the bag too. Big bonus.
No, what's he doing?
What does he do? Yeah.
Oh, he's just setting himself up, maybe pot the
it,
yellow.
Yeah. He'd be better off running the white around the angles because he's got 3 square feet he could land it in. Or 4 square feet.
He's missed it.
He's missed it.
He didn't get the position anyway.
Now all Nathan will do is just pop the yellows again.
Yeah.
Nathan can just pop the yellow and leave it on the bottom rail here. There's nothing Ben can do.
I think.
Ben can't get those yellows out. Just got to leave it tight down here. White tight on the bottom rail. Good shot. What was it? Yeah, it's not a bad shot.
Yeah, see, I would have still cleared my reds earlier, so when he does, if he fouls, it's a foul snooker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, another thing Ben can do is play his reds onto the down there.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the black. Now he's got nothing.
Well, now
left.
that he's got 2 shots, if I was Ben, I'd hit the red onto the black, kill the black on the rail, and then play one of his reds down. You
That's not a good option. That's not a bad idea either.
So you got a dead black, and then play a red down. But yeah, if he cleared all the reds, then Ben couldn't foul. or it's a false snooker. You know what I mean? That's the way I would think anyway. But that's why I'm sitting here and they're playing. So
Yeah, he's trying to get one down there. Doesn't want. Oh, and so he wouldn't want that to drop anyway.
2 shots.
Senior Nathan has got the opportunity.
I wouldn't do it.
Play at Cannington. Well, it'd be a big shot if he did.
Not 8-7 down. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, because Nathan's still in control of this game, right?
Hello, Luke Anglesey. How you going?
I mean, Ben's in control, should I say?
Nathan's still completely in control, but I definitely wouldn't play the cannon into the pack here. No way.
Yeah, it's too risky. Just about playing double and red up the top, just straight up. And
Yeah.
play the white into the yellow, because you know you're going to be on red regardless, and get that out. You got 2 shots. I'll be doubling that red up to that top bag
I'd
now.
honestly, yeah, I'd
Top left bag.
I'd honestly be doubling. He's went
Yeah.
for it. He's a crazy man.
Yes, and he needs a big bounce. Ah, beautiful.
It's worked out well for him. He's got
Ballsy.
2 shots though. Very
Oh.
ballsy.
That's yeah. Got 1 or 2 to pick from.
Risky.
Merry Christmas, Nathan.
I definitely wouldn't play that.
Oh, I would have done two shots. He would exist now. Ben's got the pressure on him now. If Nathan still puts
I
up.
would have got the red out of there, potted the 2 reds, and left the white on the bulk cushion.
I would have done what Nathan done, but I wouldn't have played it so rash. I'd have placed the red. I'd have committed to the good shot. I would have committed to the double and just played the double. Thought about nothing else, because the white's going to cannon into the yellows, and you can't snooker yourself.
Yeah.
And you 100% commit to the double up top.
Yeah.
Everything else will follow. So
Oh
that's
my god.
careless. That is careless. Nathan, what are you thinking?
He does this.
Just rushed it. He's now walked off.
He honestly does this.
He's got another shot, but he's walked off, wiping his hands, kicking himself. He's going to be angry now. He'll just get down and bang.
He does. He chokes sometimes.
He didn't even need to play it that hard. He hit it twice as hard as what he did.
Feels the pressure.
That's a shame he played that so well, dude.
He can still win this.
Yeah.
Red off the back rail, hit the other red up and kill it. You could almost get a snooker on the other red. Red off the back rail, hit that one up, on the white now.
Yeah, that's true. He's definitely thinking about it.
He'd be so dark on himself. But
Oh, he's going to be kicking himself. Playing so well to get to where he was.
oh, he's over it.
Yeah.
He's too angry at himself. Can't believe Nathan just done that.
Yeah. He'll be spitting it. Ben's taking his time and just making sure. Quite rightfully so too.
See that, Al? See Nathan's miss? Yeah. Red there, white here. Red, white. Oh, he just roll in and back. He missed it.
Yeah, good clearing by Ben. Did straight black for the match.
Even, I know Nathan missed that easy shot, but even after that,
Just to make sure Ben will probably follow through. A couple of foot.
Nathan shouldn't have went for the double.
Yeah, good shot,
Well
Ben.
done, Ben. Nathan choked, to be honest, but
Yeah, lucky there by Nathan. But one of those things, isn't it? That's going to be a match he won't forget for a couple of months doing that. Big frame.
Hope you're having a good day.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the commentary, guys. I'm going to leave the building, go have a cigarette. I'll pass you over to the next donkey that comes on here. Catch you later,
See you, Rock.
alligators.
we'll be back on shortly with, was it Clint Kapler, Luke Foster? Ron Kelly's playing Ben Foster. Steve Saxon's playing Matt Bolton. Speak to you soon.
I think so, but I've thought that before as well. Steve, Matt, best of 17, Ron, Ben, best of 17, Clint, Luke, best of 21, 7.
Good on the commentary, Johnny. Very good. Yeah, sounds like. Yeah, really good, man. Nice one. I don't give out compliments easily.